whether or not to give this up and just collect data for Palin. And when I get back to the bubble, I just find a planet on the forums in the bubble that has it and just mine it there, because this is getting stupid. I haven't found a single one yet on these planets that I've been prospecting.
That sucks.
And it's not like I need a small amount either. Like I need, well, for every roll I need 2.
It's too much. Too much.
I don't know. So far, 3 or 4 rolls have been enough to get a good result on the stuff that I did upgrade.
And then it's only like a little percentage. I was expecting it to be much, much more after all that work.
Well, I got a stupid amount of my jump range on the Anaconda. Like, I got literally the best rolls that you could after the 4th time. I was pretty happy about it, because, like, even if I had the infinite materials, I wouldn't re-roll because there's no point.
I was pretty lucky.
Yeah, no, I was pretty lucky with the frameshift drive. Well, the ship's got like over 900 megajoules of shielding right now, and 3 large pulse turrets, and 2 mine launchers and whatnot, and some other equipment like chaff and point defense. And the thing still goes well over 45 light years on a full tank. So, you know, if I strip that down, I'd be well over 50.
Damn. That is pretty cool.
Yeah. I was actually running some numbers, and I believe I could do, if I did a little modifying of the build, I could probably carry 200 tons of cargo and still be around 40 light years of range at the moment.
Jeez.
No, sorry, 30. 30, not 40. But 30 is still pretty good for 200 tons of cargo.
That's insane, yeah. I could do with that with smuggling.
Yeah. No, doing the same for an ASP and just turn it into a smuggling machine would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Though another thing to do, and I heard somebody say that they put grade 5 FSD boot up speed upgrade on it. And like, when he gets interdicted, he can jump out like almost immediately. So that may not be a bad mission runner. Just forget about the range, just like keep jumping. And if you get interdicted, you can jump out like almost immediately.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm
it
using
sounds
the
pretty
Python
good.
at the moment. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was actually, I don't know. I can't help myself. I'm bored of the ASP. Ever since I did a 2-month expedition in it, I've been reluctant to fly it. It's just, I don't know why. So a Python might be a good smuggling machine as well.
Definitely.
Just so I don't have that Lakon workbench in front of me. I can't see that thing. Yeah, I don't think Lakon's for me. The cockpit style just kills me.
You're going to hand in the resignation, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I fart in a general direction, Lakon.
Sniff the rag. I'm out of here.
Yeah. No, Falcon DeLacy if you want to get a job done, and Gutamaya if you want to get it done in style.
Fair enough.
That's how I roll. Though I will say one thing, the Type 9 looks very nice. I really like how the chip looks.
Yeah.
I have no desire to buy one, but it looks great.
Yeah. I enjoyed looking at it with Olivia.
Yeah.
Worlds, but yeah. It's just too big. They're bloody hard NPCs though when you fight them in a combat zone. They're rock hard.
Yeah, it takes a while for them to die.
I mean, I'll satisfy though. Big explosion.
That's why I've been thinking about. I don't know if I discussed this, so if I'm repeating myself, just interrupt me. But I was actually considering on my Clipper putting. Right now, I have an all laser setup from the old days where you couldn't even reload in a res.
Oh yeah.
So now that you can, I was actually thinking, and now that I'm back, I was thinking of leaving 2 large beams on it because I like those 2 large beams, but replacing the 2 medium pulses with 2 medium cannons because of the special effect. I quite like the cannons back when I was using them a long time ago. I just
like
like,
cannons.
yeah, I like getting close to a ship and then just smack.
Smashing them, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing I could do with a cannon, which I was just like thinking this could be fun. One cannon has a force shell, so it pushes the ship around the target, and the
Yeah.
other one has that other mod that confuses their targeting for gimbals and turrets. So basically, with every salvo, I pretty much guarantee that thing cannot shoot back unless it's with fixed, and even
Can you
with.
can you do that? I haven't heard of that. What? It upsets the modules, so they can't target at you.
Yeah, one of the cannon modifications
That'd be
is.
cool.
I'll hang on. Let me Google this. I'll tell you exactly what it's called.
Hey, Glen Park.
Hey Glenn,
Or not.
weapon special effects. I should probably bookmark this and I don't have to Google it every time. Do this. Okay, so cannon. There you are. Okay, dispersal field, cannon modification, cannon special effect, experimental upgrade that causes successful strikes to temporarily confuse all gimbal and turret hardpoints on the target at the cost of direct damage potential.
Cool. Yeah, no, I haven't tried those.
Yeah, that's it seems like really attractive because
So shoot and chaff at
sometimes,
the same time.
yeah,
Kind
I
of.
mean sometimes when you attack somebody, they wear your shield down mostly because they've got turrets and there's nothing much you can do about it other than
Yeah.
chaff.
Yeah.
But with this, like, you could almost probably get away without chaff. I'd still have it, but
Hmm.
it would also be really good if you're helping someone, escorting them, protecting them, or something like that. Because every time you hit the target, the target can't do anything to anyone that's close by.
Very cool. Very useful.
Yeah, and force shells could actually be very good in a res because you can just push them into rocks.
Smash.
Yeah.
Hulk smash.
I'm so looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I still think the first one is the best Marvel movie.
Best film ever. Funny as anything.
Yeah, it's just unassuming, unadulterated fun. It doesn't pretend to be serious or anything. It's just so much fun.
Entertainment.
Yes, at its finest, it is.
Yes.
It really is.
As a strange buy, it was a damn good 3D film, which I watched about 6 months after it came out. It was surprisingly good.
Yeah. I just get annoyed at these superhero movies that try to be dark, brooding, and serious.
That's
It's a movie about a guy in spandex, for fuck's sake.
That said, I must admit I did spend the whole film thinking, when's Vin Diesel turning up? That did get me.
The only I did enjoy one kind of dark and brooding superhero movie, and that was The Dark Knight. I really loved that movie.
Yeah, that was good. That was the exception, actually.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
Best film I've watched recently is Eddie the Eagle. It is absolutely funny.
Yeah, I saw that recently as well. I thought that was brilliant. I wasn't expecting it to be so good.
I kept having to explain to my girlfriend from the Philippines. Sadly, it's a true story.
I was surprised when Hugh Jackman walked out because I had no preconceived ideas. I just knew that Eddie Eagle movie was out, and all of a sudden Hugh Jackman walked out. I was like, oh?
Yeah, that's kind of not the real story bit, but yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Dad's Army, by the way, I wasn't that impressed. It was good, but it wasn't brilliant. Just
What's his
about-
name was going to watch that last night? DP John. He said, has anyone seen it?
He won't like it. There's Europeans in it.
If you like the colour blue, the NGC Nebula is awesome.
I'm just milking money right now.
Ah, right.
Who doesn't like blue? Blue is awesome.
It's blooming fantastic.
Those small blue planetary nebulas are also quite cool.
Yes, I have a planetary nebula the other side of the galaxy, and I've got the what do you call it again? What's the star you don't want to go near? My brain's gone. The tiny one, but you get drawn in. Oh, brain's gone. Got a neutron star in the middle of it, and I've got it with my name on it.
Ah, nice. Good
Most
find.
of them, they're usually either neutron stars or white dwarfs.
There was
some
one
black holes.
literally just came after it, had a black hole in it, but some other bastard found it.
Yeah. Well, they are remnants of stars that died, so there's got to be something inside of that nature.
Remember, I went the other way, the new lot, just because that's just the way I started.
That's how you
I'm getting a patch soon. Actually, I ordered one, £6. Looking forward to it when it comes.
Cool.
How's everyone getting on with the engineers? I only just managed to get grade 4 out of the lady one. That's as far as I've got.
I've been doing fairly well myself.
I'm not doing anything actually on the engineers. I'm out exploring again.
Yeah, I'm exploring too, but that's for engineers.
Yeah. I'm going to explore, come back, get the 5, and then starting thrusters.
Yeah,
I'm getting
that's what
better
I'm
at
doing right
finding
now.
metals now. I really am. Once people point me in the right direction of a decent planet.
Did you? Yeah, I'm looking for antimony at the moment, so I can do the thruster upgrades. Did you unlock Professor Palin, by the way?
No, I haven't even tried.
Well,
Have you got a
here's
serious
the.
permit?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I was asking Glenn, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
not. Oh, I will check. I do not know.
The reason we're asking is because Sirius permit is bugged.
Yeah,
Without it, you can't get to Marco Quent, and without Marco Quent, you can't get to Palin.
yeah.
You can check your permits. I've forgotten how.
Right side panel, status, permits.
No, I've only got Sol, Beta Hydra, Summerland. What the hell's that?
That's from
Archinara.
Empire ranks.
And Founders World.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm fucked in.
That's
yeah.
until they fix it. Yeah. They said it's a server-side fix, so that's gonna have to go in the next patch or something.
What I want to know is, because I was going to go and cheekily try and get all the rares out of the barnacles, they've all disappeared. They're all fucked. And there's a big scary ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, which looks cool, by the way. Really cool. You want to go and see that?
I did.
Awesome.
An anaconda loaded to the hilt with a 15 light year jump drive. It was brutal getting there.
I went there in an adder at 75,000 to buy. Rebuy cost of like 100,000 because I upgraded the frameshift drive, and I landed at the Maya system nearby. So whenever I died, I would just spawn one jump away, which is 6 light years. So I didn't bother spending loads of money on a ship that I was gonna if I was gonna lose it.
What would be kind of cool is that the Empire now sent like 8 of its capital ships there to try and do a blockade, and then you have like a Cuban Missile Crisis type of standoff.
Oh, we want them to start building bases.
Yeah.
We need bases. We also need to find where that bloody robot's pissed off with his starport.
Oh, Jacques. Yeah.
I don't think you'll hear from Jacques in quite a while. That's just
But I
my guess.
take it must. Well, maybe they haven't actually bothered to put where he is. But say if it was real life, he physically could be somewhere, and someone could just bump into him by mistake.
Could be.
Yeah, it's possible.
Or I still think
I don't
he's
think
gonna,
it is.
I think he's going to come back like Event Horizon. That's just my take on it.
The thing is, previously you could find him just by typing Jacques in the galaxy map. Because that's how search for station works. It includes the names, but I guess they could take the name out of the search table.
I'll just say, unknown. A bit like when you use your Google for your maps and there's a new motorway and it tries to drive you through a field. It's great.
Yeah, or a ford or a river. Yeah.
Tried that one yet.
Well, I didn't try to. I was supposed to be taking a normal road. Ended up going through a bloody ford that was about 4 foot deep.
Many years ago in Cumbria, I remember coming across a ford and I just looked at it and went, no, I'm not even trying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Common sense helps. I tell you, this little competition thing at 2.5 million per run is quite nice.
What competition thing's that? The dangerous games.
Yep, I posted it, but I can post it again. It's if you got a decent enough anaconda, you can do it in 2 jumps, 1 jump back. You just keep going back and forward, 2.5 million a ton at a time.
Yeah, actually, I've run the numbers, and mine could actually do it in 1 jump now.
Well, that's quite nice, actually.
So you've got a 30 jump, but that wouldn't be with full hold, would it?
Yeah, I know. I could do over 30 with 200 tons at the moment.
Right, yeah. No, you'd be better splitting it in, because I'm doing 485.
Yeah.
It's 5,900 profit per ton. It's sweet.
I'm doing 45 now in this over 45, 45.17 in this exploration build that has good shields and weapons.
So you've got the 5, have you? Because I've only got the 4 upgrades at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a grade 5 FSD upgrade, and it's the best roll that I could possibly
Where
get.
did you get the rare metals for that one, out of curiosity? Have you got a planet?
I already had the polonium since before Distant Worlds, and that's
So
the only one that I needed, because I got to grade 5 with data. And the rest was, I needed chemical manipulators, and I did something a bit evil for that.
where did you get them?
Well, they drop from destroyed freighters, like Type 9s and stuff like that.
Well, you just chase Type 9s. I figured out how to get Type 9s. It's quite easy. It was easier than I thought. You don't need to turn to evilness.
Well,
just go to a beacon point and just wait till one that turns up that's illegal. So what, is it Type 9 or Type 9 only?
it's all of the type ships. Oh, polonium.
Sweet. Yeah, I can do that then.
So it's Type 6, Type 9, Type 7. I have also seen it in Asp Explorer, Scouts, and Keelbacks. And yesterday I found one in on a surface point of interest, in a crash ship. It had a bunch of those parts around, and one of them was chemical manipulators.
Yeah, I still don't have plutonium, so if anyone finds a world that I can go steal it from.
I've already upgraded like 2 ships for FSD, and one with power plant as well. And I still need the damn things, because they're used for shield upgrades.
I'm 83% progress for unlocking everything for Felicity, so by the time I jump back I'll be sorted. See, the thing that, because I was going to do that when I get the 5, you can just lose all your reputation but get a better chance of getting a better quality jump drive. How do you do that? Because I hadn't a clue what I was doing.
Oh, you don't lose your reputation if you reroll. The only time you lose your reputation, I think, is with weapons, if you want to request a different...
so, to re-roll, do you have to have all the stuff again? Is that
yes.
Right, yes. So that's why it's very difficult to re-roll.
Yeah. Basically, all of the amount of materials it says it needs for a roll, how many, multiply by 4 or 5 times, you got 4 or 5 rolls. That's usually how I go. I don't go with maths just for a single roll, just so I don't get stuck with something really bad. Oh, and the way it works is you can apply a roll anytime or discard it, but once you apply it, it's applied, obviously. So basically, what I would suggest is the following. You keep rolling until you get something decent. It may not be great, but it's better than what you had before. The moment it's better than what you had afford, hit apply, and then start re-rolling. You don't have to re-roll anything that's worse, only that's better.
See, when you re-roll, that means you have to have everything. So you might have to have 10 times the amount of things to keep re-rolling like that. That's quite hard, no?
Yeah, that's why they're calling it a grind fest, right? Because it kind of is. You have to collect a whole bunch of shit to be able to upgrade anything. Though I don't think they really wanted you to be able to get full super mega upgrades in a few days after the expansion's done. So that's also about us and our self-control a little bit. Like, you don't have to have the super mega ship in 2 days.
But what if
I
you
just
wanted
want I just want a 45 jump drive and off I go. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Because now we're having to drag so much more, like our buggies and stuff.
The worst things to get are obviously the polonium, if you don't already have it, and chemical manipulators. If you can get those two in sufficient quantities, you'll be golden.
I need plutonium. Need to figure out where to get it from then.
Well, I just found a planet that has some.
Can you
It's
send
not
me
enough.
Can you send me a message, please?
Yes, but it's not very practical. You'll probably need Jamponium to get here, because I used my 45 light year anaconda to get here, so that wasn't the problem. But I will send you the planet name. It's about 1,400 light years out of the bubble, if that's okay with you.
Why do you need such a high jump drive to get there, out of curiosity?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, because I went exploring, so I went really down on the galactic plane. But actually, you know what's more practical for you if you're in the bubble? You can go to Shinrata Desra. One of the planets has like loads of polonium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one? Because someone keeps telling me that, but they never bothered to.
I can't remember exactly which one was it, but you can probably Google it and find it. But I before Distant Worlds, I got like literally all my polonium and I had a bunch exactly there. So and it kind of it seems to find. Oh, it's. I think it's A1. I think it's just the first planet in the system. And it seems to drop more than other planets that I've seen. So, you know, if you've got the Founders World permit, then I think that's the best place for polonium.
Sweet. Might head up over after I make some more money. I actually quite enjoy now hunting for meteorites. It's quite therapeutic.
I'm finding it soul crushing at this time. I had too much of it. Yeah. What I want is antimony, but I've had shit luck. Like, if I wanted polonium, I'd find nothing. But now that I want antimony, I'm finding polonium. This game is just mocking me.
So you.
Sorry.
Nitra Ditra A1. Rightio, I'll bit about that.
Yeah. I got like a lot of polonium there.
Oh, dear.
I think like I went on Distant Worlds with like close to 30 units or something like that.
Yeah, I hardly used anything apart from when we went to the treehouse. I decided to use some there.
I actually like reloaded. I went prospecting and reloaded on my Jamponium like 3 times during Distant Worlds.
Wow.
Well, I was pushing behind Beagle Point and just kind of exploring because that was basically the only way to not find a system that was already tagged by a lit null.
Nice.
Like to use Jamponium.
Alright. I'm on a nice planet at the moment. Vanadium and niobium on this one. Nice.
Yeah, niobium's always a good find.
Yeah.
You need stupid amounts of it.
I'm going to carry on prospecting on this one for a bit. It's a nice planet too.
See, when you get your little award that you found a new element, what does that give you? Does that give you more?
Kudos.
What does it add to? Does it add to exploration, I take it? But not much.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think it does anything actually.
Yeah,
It's just like a, yay, found a new one.
pretty much. There's like no achievement for locking all materials or stuff like that.
You know, I said I hate prospecting earlier because it's like a grind. Right now I'm actually enjoying it. This is such a nice planet. It's blue,
Yeah,
red nebula, and it's got a blue asteroid ring around it. It's well nice.
Oh yeah, that will help. That will definitely help.
Well nice.
This one's kind of like, it's just a black backdrop, and it's very much like the moon actually, the one that I'm on right now.
I don't
Just a
like
grey
them when
rock.
I don't like them when they've got big craters and stuff. You have to drive slowly.
Yeah, that's why I usually I try to land either in a large smooth crater or just on a big plane, so I could just floor it and drive around like nuts. it's too hilly, you can't make any good progress. Okay, enough of this planet. Enough is enough. I spent like an hour and a half on it and I got 1 polonium for my trouble. Thanks very much. Oh, I suppose it could have been worse. Could have found no polonium either.
Could always be worse.
Yeah. Worse things happen at sea, you know.
That's it, metal grindy sound, that's what we like. And it's a high grab as well, almost 1G, which is nice, so the buggy doesn't spin out every 2 seconds. Bit of a bugger when you hit a rock though, that hurts.
I'm not sure I like these new AI landings that take forever. First time it was cool to see it be careful, but now it's like, get on with it. That was one of the best scenes in Quest for the Holy Grail, when they're like praying to God for like going through all these sermons, and then God shows up in a Terry Gilliam animation and just says, "Get on with it." That's brilliant. I have a new task for you, Archer. You will go and search for the Holy Grail. Good idea, oh Lord. Of course it's a good idea. Stop groveling.
Yo, Fletcher, how's that? Short, shriveled, and always to the left.
I hope Astro manages to get that bot working that she was talking about.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thinking I might take that new chick from logistics. Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
The funny thing is, he sounded like he was gay in that.
He did a little bit. But he said she and show, so that's okay.
Yeah. It's just that, judging by the voice alone, I was just imagining like a emo haircut gay dude with those, you know, those new style of earrings that are just kind of massive tubes inside the ears.
Oh yeah, what's that about? It's like a
I don't
bomb.
know, but it's horrific.
Right.
It looks like an accident waiting to happen. It's just like I keep imagining those guys in like a factory or somewhere.
Well, it's
And just
twofold.
like a
One, you could rip out the ear, and
Yeah.
secondly, you could puncture the skull.
yeah.
And you can't go through an EMI machine either.
Oh yeah.
Unless they're ceramic. They could be ceramic, could they?
Yeah, maybe.
It really looks bad. It looks so bad.
Yeah. You're not cool. You just look a dick.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a
They'll look good when they're in the care home.
device. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's a filter. Like, I don't see anyone normal ever doing that. First guy I ever saw with that was some kind of a fashion designer who was like, he had enormous ones. Like, most of his ears were gone. It looked terrible, but he was also like, he had like these piercings all around him and tattoos and shit like that. He kind of looked like a weird gay pirate.
Gay pirate Pete.
Yeah. Of course, he was a fashion designer though, so he wasn't even trying to feel the fact that he was gay. That's the one stereotype that so far,
That definitely holds true.
yeah, I have not met a single one that wasn't gay. It's just straight guys are not attracted to that.
Well, do you reckon they're pretending because they've got so many naked girls all the time trying on clothes, they wouldn't get naked unless they thought he was gay? Maybe it's kind of like a psychological thing.
Damn, I
He's
did
gay,
not
he's
think of
fine.
that
I'll get my
strategy.
boobs out.
I did not think of that. I guess we're lazy. It's just easier to see them on the internet if you're that desperate.
Yeah, true.
Thing is, if I'm gonna go through the trouble to see them in person, then I kind of want permission to do more than look. You know.
Yeah.
And if I do something creepy like that, then I'm
Well,
not
isn't
gonna.
that the whole trying on process? It doesn't quite fit here. Oh yeah, move that up a bit. Yeah, move that around there.
I think if you want to do that, you need a basement, mate.
You want a basement? Okay, you're scary.
Was watching Frankie Boyle last night. He's going on a bit. Is it Fitz? Was he the German boy?
I'm pretty sure Astro keeps her husband in a basement, so it's kind of been a theme. Basements and chains and shit.
I must have missed those streams. I must tune in more often.
I don't know. Every time she says something like, "Oh, I need to go feed my husband," I always like imagine him chained in a basement. Like he can't feed himself; she has to feed him because.
Ooh, another scrapey sound. What's this?
And of course, when he does log in, he doesn't talk much like a traumatized person. So, you know, he's probably worried about the repercussions of anything he might say later on.
He's top bloke actually. He's really funny. We've had a couple of good sessions with him. He's cool. He doesn't
Yeah,
play much.
I'm just kidding.
No, he's cool, dude.
When she lets him out of the basement.
Yeah, when he's allowed to play.
Okay, we're gonna set down on this planet. Somewhere nice, flat, and boring.
This is a
so
good one.
can
One
drive.
niobium, 2 vanadium in one crack. Lovely.
Yeah, that's good. I think the best rolls that I ever got was at Shinrata when one rock gave me like 3 polonium.
Lovely jubbly.
That was
That was a right result.
yeah. Then of course I didn't see any for hours after that.
Yeah, you've had your lot for today, or this week.
Yeah.
Oh shit, fuel reserve at 25%. Where's my ship? Oh no. Oh, it's been a while. Synthesize. Forgot about
Yeah,
that.
just synthesize the fuel.
Sulfur phosphorus.
Ship's not gonna help you there.
Got loads of them. Oh, it's been a while. Rather.
Yeah. Unless you got the 2 SRVs, so you can just pop into the one that has fuel.
Nah, I only got the one. I'm only 3,000 litres out. I'll just pop back and get that one.
Yeah. Which ship you're flying at the moment?
Asp
Python?
does 34 light years.
Yeah.
Well, 37 at a push. On the letter F. On the fuel gauge. Plus the old FSD boost.
Yeah. I'm definitely not skipping surface POIs anymore. Now that I know that they can give you chemical manipulators.
I want to find a shipwreck. I still haven't found one.
I found some crashed condors too yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I want to find. I'm going to do a POI hunt later, I think.
One had 2 occupied escape pods near it when it's clearly a one-man craft. And yeah, and the other had also an escape pod and chemical manipulators and a bunch of other parts like heat wiring or something like that. Which is quite useful.
What's that useful for?
Heat wiring for a bunch of things, but if you ever intend to modify your power plant, then you'll need that shit.
Okay. Yeah,
And there's a
power
bunch
plant
of other
application
things.
on the Vulture would be nice. That needs
Yeah.
more power. I like the Vulture for combat. I like it more than big ships, like the Anaconda or the Clipper or the Cutter.
I haven't actually used the
turn
Conda in a
so-
club. Well, the Clipper turns really good.
Yeah, that does. But it's quite expensive, whereas the Vulture's quite cheap.
Yeah.
And you will lose
Yeah,
quite a
I
few
think-
ships.
The rebuy on my Clipper right now is 6.5 million, so that would be around 130 million build, give or take.
Yeah.
That's with armor and everything. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
it's got the bells and whistles now.
yeah. Shiny.
But I cannot wait to put the grade 5 upgraded thrusters on it.
Oops. Come back to that later. Grade 5 thrusters, yeah, that'd be cool.
On the
Sometime-
Clipper, oh yeah.
Sometimes though they add more weight, so it makes the maneuverability go down a little bit.
Well, the thing is, the way these thruster upgrades work is they increase the optimal mass for them. So you get more speed out of that, but you also get more maneuverability if the optimal mass of the thrusters is greater. So I'm thinking they should actually enhance maneuverability. Let me actually check this again. Okay, grade 5 clean drive tuning. Optimal multiplier between 8 to 14% for grade 5. And it decreases thermal load.
Okay.
So I think that should do it. Hopefully it doesn't decrease maneuverability. Let's see about dirty drive tuning actually. Kind of interested.
I didn't know niobium dropped from outcrops. I thought
Can
they
it just
solid
more rare?
ones.
More rare? No, it's not.
Cool. I'm gonna check every single one now. It's 5 niobium. Nice. Oh. Oopsie. What? Oh. The graphics update on the Surface is really good. So much better than it was.
Amazing. But that said, I actually like the fact that we do incrementals. You see the improvement.
Yeah.
Someone in live radio can't remember his name. He's the author one. He hardly plays the game, and he just says he hasn't played it in a couple of months. He just says it's mind blowing, the upgrades.
Yeah,
I noticed it when I got back to the stations. I thought they looked a lot better.
yeah, they do. And I love the voices as well. Welcome, Commander. Indigo Sierra Oscar.
I'm still trying to decipher what my actual tag name is. I need to know what it is.
Good Maya November Echo Whiskey. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Good to Maya.
I wanted to be like Dockers, where they keep switching your pad, just to piss you off.
Like maybe a really disorganized starport where they like you're in an Anaconda and they're assigning you like a small landing pad by mistake, then they realize like halfway for landing.
Yeah. Indigo Sierra Oscar. We're full of this time. Please try again later.
Maybe like an Italian English. Hey man.
Yeah, Italian English, yeah.
Yeah, like barely speaking English
Hmm.
with a heavy Italian accent. Like
I've had Deep South, I've had Scottish, I've had Welsh. Well,
Yeah.
not in Welsh, just like Welsh sound.
yeah, I had some deep south. I actually found like this area of the bubble that was like It seemed like every station had the same hillbilly girl.
Yeah.
Right, control.
Can we not have it like Serenity, where it's half English, half Chinese?
What about Ruski?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did
Welcome,
find some
comrade.
Soviet stations too.
that would be good.
I've had Indian actually. In fact, is Indian not?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
That's Sinatra, I think. Homeworld.
Yeah, the Indian one's good. Good morning to you, sir. Please land on planet 23.
Have I addressed your concerns to the best of my ability?
That's racist.
Shut up, you Jew.
Not rich enough.
It's difficult to resist after seeing Cartman in action.
I haven't watched that in years actually.
Yeah. I wonder if the new season's out.
I would like to be good enough to be an international player and play against Canada and just shout as they're playing the national anthem. You're not even a real country.
Okay, let's see if these are meta alloys or not.
Antimony, thank you.
Ah, congrats.
I just shot a couple of spikes into the uranite and cobalt. Cheap crap. If it's nae Scottish, it's crap.
You should send a
Antimony.
message to. You should send some like a demo pack, Magna, to Frontier and say, "Yeah, I can do some voices for you."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Scottish is so good. I think you should be Scotty in the next Star Trek.
Are you sure about that, bloody?
No, I think Ragnar should just like be a very nervous flight control guy that keeps swearing like.
What the fuck did I tell you? Slow down, god damn it! Are you deaf?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Fuck off, Type 9, go fly a Sidewinder if you can't talk.
I would love that. That would crack me up. I would probably crash laughing.
Yeah, they should do that on April 1st, just like constantly have flight control constantly insult everyone docking. Like,
Krolin's orbital.
yeah.
Land at your peril.
or like a really like posh sounding, like very stuck up kind of a British English accent. Like,
British English, you could have DP John saying English.
Run along now, little man.
English
Run along
only,
now,
no
little
foreigners.
man. Ta-ta.
perhaps you should go practice landing, sir. Maybe on a really large planet with a really large straight surface.
That would be the best.
Somewhere away from this station, preferably.
They should do that
Preferably
for.
far away.
They should do some kind of community goal as well, so we could choose
Yeah.
which one we want. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
See, I also think that, and it's a long way off, but you know, like you should have ships with registration plates. After a certain time, bigger stations shouldn't be able to take you. A bit like jumbo jets, is after 5 years they kind of get retired, or 10 years, sorry, they get retired. I mean, our ship. Well, I don't think there's anything left of the ship I took to Beagle Point, in all honesty. But my ship should be a heap of crap by now, especially the mileage.
Yes, of course you can dock if, in case you can remember the pad number.
So far, I haven't found a single meta alloy from these spikes.
No, I think they're still bugged.
Oh, I did. I found 3
Are
the
they-
other day.
Had they started regrowing?
Yeah.
It-
There's loads out throughout the galaxy. Michael Brooks put a message out on the forum.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm right here in Witchhead Nebula, and there's one out here.
Yeah.
I found it on the list that I published
Yeah, I
there,
saw
and
that list,
I was
yeah.
only 2 jumps away. So hey, why not investigate? And sure enough, they're here.
Can I get a link to the list, please?
It's in the chat.
It's right on chat in Discord.
Yep.
I should
Just
actually go
scroll up.
check out Meta.
That means I have to turn my neck and look at the other monitor.
I've actually never
You
seen a
have to do that for a
barnacle.
link anyway. Where are you going to get the link from?
Oh yeah, at least 2 of them. One of them was silver, and the other one was platinum or palladium or something.
Where's the link, people? I'm being lazy.
Well, platinum's a good
This
find.
one.
You need that for power plant upgrades.
Just scroll up on the Discord chat.
I'll PM you if you like.
It was last night.
Would you like me to do
Oh.
I
that?
put it up last
I
night.
see it now. Alright, is that what the fuck that thing is?
There
I
you
looked
go.
at that earlier and just gave up.
Well, this planet's probably gonna be my
palladium.
home away for home for a while, since it hasn't dimmed.
Oh, and they've even given us nice coordinates. That's nice. So I need to find one that's miles away and just go and mine some metals.
Yeah.
Well, this one was disappointing. It didn't give any meta alloys.
If you go back out into orbital cruise and then come back down again, it should do.
Take my ship back, refuel
Oh,
it
yeah,
for.
that.
That's
Over
what
the
Jumping.
cruise, you say?
you go out into orbital cruise and then come back down again, and then it will respawn, and you should get a meta alloy drop.
Oh, okay. What I was doing was I was just tabbing out of the game and then tabbing back in again.
No. Go out into
That
orbital
won't
cruise
work?
and come back down. And
Oh, okay, that's what I'll
it
do
should
right now.
respawn.
I'll
That's how
try
it used
that.
to work before as well. I thought the meta alloys were bugged up my rope because of some kind of alien story background thing that was going to pop up. I didn't realise it was actually bugged.
No, it's
Oh,
bugged.
okay.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I thought, oh, here we go. I was like, oh, 2.1.
Never explain something by intelligence if you can explain it by incompetence. You'll never be wrong.
Fair enough.
It's a little harsh calling them incompetent. They're clearly not. I'm just messing around.
Yeah. How many hours have we spent on it?
Yeah.
Can't be that bad.
So do you have to go up over the drop zone, I guess?
Yeah. Go out into orbit, and then come back down again. So if you go like 300 kilometers up, 400 kilometers up, something like that, turn around and come back down.
Oh, it's not just a quick little boom boom.
Well, that's quite quick. So what's this? About 20 seconds to get to 400k.
No, you can't do a quick boom boom.
Not
You have
in
to buy
Anaconda.
dinner first.
Maybe in another ship, but not in an anaconda.
You're talking about dates, right? Not prostitutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not buy dinner to a prostitute.
Oh, not even a Big Mac.
No.
Depends what
Same
type,
way-
Depends what type you go for, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
If it's Cronin, 2 Big Macs. He likes them round. Ouch. Oh, ouch. These stones are annoying.
Big Macs.
Just random.
Such a romantic. here, I buy you 2 Big Macs, and now I have access to your vagina, right?
Absolutely. And that's a cheap date.
Da, tovarista. Very good, comrade. Oh shit, 16. No. Wrong. Wrong direction.
When you're at the barnacles and you take off and you go at 90 degrees, after about 100 kilometres, just go in a debug cam and take a picture. So then when you come back next time, you can just look at the picture and you get an instant reference point to aim at. It's a lot easier than doing the bloody coordinates.
Yeah,
That's what I did on my rope.
that's a good hint, yeah.
Like
Yep.
the Dr. Kai waypoints for distant wells. Visual reference here, spot there.
Oh shit, I got a message. Schlongster is talking to me here. How goes the galaxy questing? Okay, I gotta stop here and respond.
What's that? Twitch or YouTube? Or?
No, just in-game text.
I get quite a lot of that playing in open play. It's nice. The galaxy
Yeah.
seems a lot fuller.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to play like a lot in solo and private groups. I've been playing a lot more in open now.
I don't get killed at all. I was always worried
No.
I was going to get annihilated, but yeah, no, it's... In fact, it's the other way. People are more nervous of me. They're like, "Are you going to shoot me? What guns have you got?" I'm like, "I'm in an ass, no guns. I'm fine. You're fine."
Fuck.
Yeah, I have noticed like sometimes when I'm in my clipper, which is like fully armed, and sometimes like I'm about to say hi, and then the guy just like hi wakes.
Yeah, or logs out or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm friendly, honest. Bye.
No wake scanner, no interdictor. I'm really not gonna shoot.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't attack another human without provocation,
Yeah.
without a reason. I would attack an NPC for very little provocation. 'Cause-
Yeah, especially a dropship. You bastard.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah, what is it about dropships and all their variants? They seem
so
to attack
hard.
us the most.
They are so hard. They're bastards to kill, aren't they? And they smash through your
Yes.
canopy in seconds. I just hear these and I think, oh, I know where this is going.
Oh no. Boom, it explodes out and then the next thing you know you're going... Yeah. Not cool. Vultures are notorious for that. Their canopies are paper thin.
Yeah. Yeah, I have had that a lot. That's why I've got 16 minutes on oxygen. And I don't fly very far away from the station. Or combat very far away from the station. So I'm going to leg it.
Just don't breathe.
Yeah, top tip. Don't breathe, don't need an oxygen tank.
I had a patient like that once. He was
Seems
in
legit.
a couple of weeks. And every now and again he says yes, it hurts when you breathe, so he just says don't breathe.
See you again next week. Or not. What do you do for a living then, Glen Park?
My staff nurse / farmer.
Slash farmer? Right.
My first degree was in genetics, or in biology, whatever you want to call it, and there's bugger all working that in my area, surprisingly. And then I went into nursing because it allows me to only work part time. And I still am allowed to strike, you know, it's resolved. I've never been on strike. I really wanted to go on strike just once, just to say I've been on it, you know.
Just to see how
Our
it is.
generation's missed out on the ability to strike. It's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah, unions have pretty much gone out of style. Big Capital doesn't like unions.
Is it
We
state?
d- we- Where do you live, sorry?
Who, Newman or I say?
And I knew you're Britain. I hope you are anyway.
Yeah. South Coast.
My folks were from Kent, Bredhurst.
Alright, yeah. About an hour away.
Used to piss me off because You always got better summers and you got more snow. It's just not fair. How can you have both?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. We don't get so much snow anymore
No,
though.
we don't get snow anymore. My girlfriend was talking about getting a 4x4 and this is what for?
Yeah.
A day and a half. Come on.
A day and a half. You'll get it out of the garage, what, once a year?
Honestly, just get yourself a set of snow chains at a Lidl. They're fantastic. And you get snow socks now. I recommend them too.
Did you say a snow machine from Lidl's?
With snow chains.
Oh, snow chains. Ah.
Yeah, that'd be my quality accent.
I was going to say, I love a snow machine. Where's that? I'll order two.
You ever heard of these timber sleds? It's a bolt-on kit for your dirt bike. You remove the wheels, you stick a ski on the front and a track on the rear. And this is no lie. Timber sled. Look it up.
Wow.
I have to do that.
It turns your dirt bike into a snow machine.
I don't have a dirt bike, but I've got a Kubota.
Sorry.
What the hell is mine? Mine's ancient, 35 years old. 3,600. It's a death machine. Just wants to flip it every moment. It's great.
It's great.
It's got high and low diff, but if you ever try high diff and reverse, it's experience. I love it. I used to have a Lada Niva. Now that was a cool piece of kit.
Yeah, that's one of those cars that, you know, it seems very sturdy. You can kind of beat the shit out of it and it'll still drive.
The only problem with the Lada Niva is they all come with fuel leaks, which is a wee bit worrying when they're petrol.
Ah, right.
Oh, shit.
It's a lovely smell though. It is a lovely smell, petrol, you must admit.
Yeah, definitely.
Not in Saskatchewan, it isn't.
Yum, yum, yum.
I don't know what it is about the province of Saskatchewan, but the gas you get there, it's like sulfurous.
Oh,
See, I was brought up with tractors, so I like sitting behind diesel fumes. Just love
It's
it.
not a sweet smell at
I
all.
can't stand diesel. Diesel.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Sticky, messy, slow. Big bang.
It is, but the motors are
Two-stroke
beautiful
petrol,
though.
That's what I like.
Two-stroke. That's a pain in the arse. I only use two-stroke for chainsaws.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Two-stroke reminds me of fun. Jet ski, motocross. Love it. Skiing.
Oh, I didn't know they'd. Well, they'll all be banned under the Wonders of Europe now, because even lawnmowers are getting banned for two-stroke.
Well, you're at sea. The land laws don't apply.
Fantastic. Charge you to the comments. You're doing your bit for fucking the environment. Wonderful. Do you carry those little nets for the beer cans so you can kill fish as well while you're at it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got a sonic boom gun as well, so I just rise to the top and I pick them up and I eat them.
I'll just toss a dynamite stick in there. Boom.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I was about to say that there's a Darwin Award one. The guy did that.
He
Yeah.
blew himself up.
What was it again? He threw it in, and then
There
went
was
to
a-
sit in his car, and the thing blew up, and his car sunk. I mean, fucking priceless.
There was
Oh, it blew
an
up underneath
article
them.
a few years ago over here in Croatia on the Adriatic Sea, because some guy managed to get himself killed by using dynamite when trying to fish, which is obviously highly illegal.
Wait a minute,
And,
you're Croatia. Why aren't you in France rioting now?
Why am I not in where?
France rioting?
France?
Yeah.
Why would I be there?
Aren't you a lot rioting over there just now?
No.
No? I'm sure you lot were involved in it.
No.
We're just jealous because we're not there.
Oh, you're talking about football, right? I was
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
confused. Oh, I know absolutely nothing about football. Like
You
nothing.
don't need to know anything about football to riot.
Yeah, I don't.
I know
It's not
that's
my
the
thing. Yeah.
There's a
But-
wonderful
Yeah,
video.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There's
we
a
have-
wonderful video clip of
football
an
fans.
English supporters at one side of a street in France and Welsh at the other, and they're shouting at each other, "No, you fat bastard! You fat bastard!"
God,
It's brilliant.
brain cells of these people.
Yeah.
That brings me back memories of The Simpsons. You know, Willie, the Scotsman, he's saying, let's show them what soccer hooliganism and all that is all about. And he starts tearing up the stadium.
I think he's a Hibs supporter, if memory serves me correctly. But I love his thing. Mr. Burns says they're going to find the Loch Ness monster. We're going to find the thing that mankind searched for all eternity. And Homer says, "What, a sober Irishman?" Being half Irish, I just love that. That's the same film that they're at Loch Ness and he says, "Can I play devil's advocate?" And he's playing the fucking machine. Yeah, I do miss The Simpsons. I don't watch as much anymore.
Yeah, they're not as good anymore. I guess after 50 million seasons, you kind of wash out a little.
It's amazing how they've gone so long. It's,
Yeah, it is.
Jesus, I just got a fine 'cause I forgot to ask permission to dock.
Yeah, I think
Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
shit.
I mean, that thing started like in early 90s.
mental, isn't it? It makes me feel old.
I remember playing a Simpsons computer game on my friend's Amiga 500.
I had the Simpsons album, a song, whatever it was. I had the. It was a tape. Jesus, yeah.
TDK.
Batman, do the Batman.
Do the
Blimey,
part, man.
tapes, yeah, used to have tapes. Used to record Pete Tong.
Oh, fucking retard! I've just got another fucking fine for docking. You have to wait so long before you can request. Oh, Jesus Christ!
20 seconds at least.
Yeah.
A noob, another £400 fine.
Well, make sure you don't have illegal shit in your cargo hold. They'll fine you for that too.
I got caught in an incident a couple of days ago. I don't know, when I was sucking up materials or something, I managed to get stolen cargo. And I dropped into an instant, I didn't realise I had it, and I got fined. What the fuck? No, I got fined coming into a starbase. So I went into an instant and jumped out and I went, I'm getting scanned again, so I dumped it and I got fined for every bit I fucking dumped. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
get fined for littering.
I was in the middle of no place.
You've been exploring too long.
Yeah, civilization's got a little bit hard ass.
I don't know. I will say, however, that since I got back, I haven't got interdicted once for no reason. Like, even if
Don't
an
jinx it.
NPCs would scan me, like if I had no cargo and no allegiances to power play, they just leave me alone. They'd scan me and bugger off.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone wants to do allegiance, because all you do is get bullied.
Are you aligned to a power?
No.
Right. Well, that's why you're not getting interdicted.
Yeah,
Align yourself to
exactly.
a power and posh, you get interdicted at every jump. If you're not in your own system.
It honestly made me wonder, like, how many of those people that were complaining a lot on the forums about constant interdictions were just maybe they were even aligned and forgot about it.
I think they have to take that out of the powers thing, because it was crap. I did it and I just thought, I don't want to be enemies anywhere. I want everyone to like me.
I was just when I first heard about power play, you know, I went to read about it and what the rules are, and I was struggling to remain awake while reading it. So it was just, yeah,
Oh.
I had absolutely no interest in it.
Well, in the beginning, you get paid each week like 50 million just for being aligned to that power, which is pretty
Depending
good.
on your rank, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then also each power had specific powerful weapons, but now we've got engineers. Those powerful weapons are kind of negated. So
Yeah.
if you've got money in the bank, there's no need to be aligned. And if you're doing the engineers, then there's no need to be aligned with someone who's got a special power. The only one that's
Yeah.
still pretty good is Lee Rung Yuri, which is 300% on your exploration data.
Yeah, that's good, but
You
also
don't-
highly impractical.
You don't want to be aligned whilst you're exploring, because on your way back you'll get
Yeah.
interdicted and die. So when you
Ah.
come back, you need to rank up to rating 5, get the 300%, and then see ya.
Actually, I'm not sure that I would die with this Anaconda. I've got like really good shields. I've got 3 turreted large pulse lasers. I've got mine launchers. I'm pretty sure I could get to starport.
Can you stream it against an elite? I'd love to see that.
Can I what?
Can you stream it against an elite NPC? I'd love to see the result. So far I've lasted 6 seconds.
Yeah, I could try.
They are bastards.
I've killed elite NPCs with my Clipper, no problem. So, I don't know. The Clipper has like twice as low shields as my Conda does now.
Yeah. I had a machine gun plasma NPC, and then it had dissolving rounds from its multi-cannon. It was 6 seconds. Bosh, I'm dead. I opened up a ticket to support, and they said, well, you are dangerous combat rank. Fighting an elite is normal practice. There's nothing wrong with the game. What? Where can I buy a machine gun plasma?
I think you can get like an plasma mod for engineers. or something like that. From
It's rapid fire.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, what, rapid fire plasma? Alright, okay.
yeah, you can get a rapid fire plasma gun. That would be quite devastating.
Yeah. That would be worthwhile.
Oh yeah,
So long as it doesn't cane your power distributor. And then you run
It
out
does.
of power after like 3 shots, then it's pointless.
it does. You would probably. It would
I
probably
got
be
about 6
worth it
seconds
with
on my
that
cap.
with that mod just to have either a fast charging or a high capacity power distributor. One or the two. You'd need to test to see which one's better.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I want one of those 2 distributors. I'm not too sure which though.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like fast charging reduces the overall capacity, but it charges faster.
That's the thing, is I'm gonna have a reduced capacity anyway. I've got a class 7 distributor right now. I'm gonna be going down to a class 6. So maybe I
Oh.
should increase the capacity.
Why are you going down to class 6?
Eh? For range.
Oh, right.
I got a 777 powertrain right now. I'm gonna be going down to a 766 powertrain class for reactor thrusters and distributor. Okay, this Chronicle should be coming up pretty soon here. 16.53 and 151.81. Or minus 16.53, I should say.
Oh yeah, I love it when this happens. You know, when you're going towards a metallic asteroid signature, those lovely 2 parallel lines, and then when you get close, they split into 3 because there's 3 of them. It's always nice. More chance to find antimony. I'm finding cadmium all over the place.
Finding loads of vanadium and niobium today. Which is great.
Yeah, I've got so much vanadium, I don't know what to do with it. I hope some engineers want it for something.
Yeah, I've got 25.
I've got, hang on, just to be sure,
What do I
91.
need vanadium for?
91, Jesus Christ.
I don't need it for anything.
Vanadium, so long distance jumping.
Yeah, it's good to have for grade 1.
Yeah.
But I don't need it for my engineers. That's good.
Are you sure they're not using them?
No, I made an A to Z list for all the materials that I need for everything, and
Okay.
vanadium's not on it.
Oh, for your particular upgrades that you want to do.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's being used for. Okay, it's used in hull reinforcement packages, mine launchers, missile racks, multi-cannons, plasma accelerators, power distributors, power plants, pulse lasers, railguns, thrusters just for drive strengthening though, and torpedo pylons.
I'll put a link in chat, it's quite useful. That's what I reference.
Yeah, you could get a high capacity magazine for multi-cannons with it.
Yeah, that's useful. I love multi-cannons. Spray and pray.
Love cannons.
Yep.
Just like
I'm disappointed
old
that the huge
times
multi-cannon.
broadsides.
Really?
I'm kind of disappointed that the huge multi-cannon doesn't work like a Gatling gun. It works more like a 40, or like a quad 40mm Bofors, you know?
Yeah.
They don't rotate.
The thing I don't like about multis is that the spin-up time. Just always annoyed me.
Yeah, it is pretty slow, isn't it? I suppose you need an engineering upgrade on it.
I want, yeah, I mean, basically, the very minimum what I want from my weapons is that when I press the trigger, it fires. I don't want it to fire sometime later. I want it to fire now.
I want you to find out.
With a
I want
Gatling gun, that's hard.
instant death.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be able to spin it up?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
it'll
should.
spin without shooting.
There is a compromise. It's like the Gatling guns that they have modern day now. They don't fire when they reach the top speed. They fire about halfway up their spool up time.
Yeah.
So you still have rounds. You know, you have rounds on target quicker. They just slow up a bit. Like
Yeah.
if you
Plus,
ever-
I
you
think they
ever
should
heard
just
the
give us
A10
the
Thunderbolt?
ability, like if you got multis on, you press fire once, or maybe you hold fire, and then it spins up without firing.
You're
And
not
then
going to
you're
like.
ready.
You're not going to like the Death Star when we get it. That takes forever to boot up.
Just like some way to pre-spin it before firing, and that would pretty much solve all the multis problems.
Ah, there they are. There's my little barnacles.
If it's got nice metal, tell me. I'll be there in about 2 minutes. I'm having to go back to Founders World to actually get a fuel scoop that'll get me anywhere.
That was close. Came down a bit too fast there.
I prefer to try and find barnacles when it's dark. It's just-
Yeah, they glow. It's their. They shine.
This list that's up, that isn't any of the original ones that are all defunct. That's right, yeah. This list everyone's put up, is that include the original ones that are all fucked?
What list?
The barnacles?
The barnacle list, the ones that I'm linked to. Barnacles Meta 2.
Oh yeah, some of them are fucked, and so far I haven't gotten a single meta alloy drop ever since the 2.1 clusterfuck.
Oh, even after orbital cruise and come back down.
Oh no, I'm gonna try that right now. I'm just landing. I'm gonna verify.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us where you're going, please. I never bothered to visit the barnacles till after the patch. I've only known.
I've never seen one in person. I'll probably do that at some point. It just never bothered. Okay, so they drop my anti-alloys and they look like that. Fine.
I'm getting better at the longitude latitude. I used to always come in at the poles. Now I try to come in at the equator and it just seems easier.
Oops. Crash. Bonk. Bonk. Learn to drive.
I wish they actually had latitude and longitude numbers on the planetary surface map. But they don't. They just have a globe with grid lines.
Yeah, I think they're going to improve it. They will. I've got faith.
They probably will. They improve
There
everything
certainly
over
is
time.
room for
So.
improvement in there.
It's better than Star Citizen than wanting everything at the same time and having to wait 10 years.
Yeah.
The-
Can you imagine
And
what's this will be
don't-
like in 5 years?
Don't forget the computer you have to buy to play it.
Yeah.
I don't think after playing Elite with a galaxy of this size, I don't think I can go back to something that has like 40 handcrafted systems after that.
Nah. It's the sheer what's out there. Who knows what we're going to get? It's just awesome.
Yeah. Exactly.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
But it's probably gonna be an HMC that's not there
You know
for.
what that's from? Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run. Never seen that film.
Ah, it's
Oh,
good.
it was good. Okay, mining
Going.
fragment.
I think my favorite Forrest Gump. Oh, sorry, Tom Hanks movie is. Oh, what was it called?
Yeah, you're
the one
limited.
on the.
On the boat.
No, the one when he's a castaway when his plane crashes on a deserted
What's
island.
the name of the
Oh, that
football?
was
It is
good.
actually called
Yeah.
Castaway. Yeah.
What's the
Castaway.
name, yeah, what's the name of the football? Oh shit.
Wilson.
Wilson, that's the one.
Wilson, as he floats away. The soccer ball. Or that's a volleyball, isn't it?
I thought it was a soccer ball.
Big bloody handprint on it.
But yeah, I like Tom Hanks. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
It was brilliant in things like Big and stuff and Splash. And that one where he has to restore the house. God, that's gone back a bit too.
When Harry met Sally?
No.
Oh,
No, just no.
Saving Private Ryan was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
a
a
really
brutal
good.
first 10 minutes.
That was a brutal.
if you want,
Oh yeah.
if you want to watch an actually funny movie that has both Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan in it, then I think Joe versus Volcano was pretty good.
I've seen that, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
No,
That's a good movie.
It was very whimsical,
that's
put
funny.
it that way.
It is
Oh,
kind
you
of
know
like a romantic comedy, but it's actually done very, very well. It's better than any of the other ones I've seen. A lot
You
better.
know who's also in it? Who's the chieftain? Abe Vigoda. He was Fish
Oh, yeah.
on Barney Miller. That old guy.
Yeah, but that movie's just hilarious, like throughout.
So far it's dropped uranitite. No matter alloy yet.
Ah,
So what's your random type when it's open? That's new one of me.
It's cheap, low-grade crap.
Antimony!
Chinese imports.
More than likely, yeah.
have you seen
I
the
have
new
to-
Independence movie yet?
No,
Well,
I
Independence
haven't.
Day.
No,
I've
have
seen
you
the
got a
trailer.
call?
and
Are you
it's
mean
pretty
that
wicked.
Independence Day.
Is Will Smith in it?
Is it out?
It is out, yeah.
I don't know, I didn't quite like the first one. I thought it was just a bunch of patriotic garbage.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. It was just entertainment. The effects in the new movie look astonishing. Looking forward to seeing that. I'm gonna go to the IMAX.
Oh, yeah.
Love the IMAX.
I don't know. I don't get super excited about the effects anymore. I'm just kind of so used to them. It's just, yeah, it looks good. Let's move
Indite.
on.
There's a good sci-fi film that I just watched a couple of days ago, Midnight Run or whatever it's called. It's the kid with the special powers. That's good.
Oh, okay. I'll get that on download.
It was out last week.
Cool.
Try and get the video for it.
What I'm waiting for is the second season of The Expanse. That's a good
Yes.
show, man.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Such a
that.
good show.
That was good.
That is awesome.
Yeah. It pretty much ticks all of the boxes that I always wanted from a sci-fi show. Like, just in solar system, technology is not super magical. It doesn't
Yeah.
defy the laws of physics, but the solar system's kind of interesting and
Yeah.
colonized, and it's kind of Blade Runner-ish in a ways. And yeah, I really like the whole universe as it was imagined.
Oh, special. Okay. I'll add that to Couch Potato. I'll download that.
Yeah, these ones
just-
are
What's Couch Potato? Is
Not
that your link?
cooperating.
Uses some of the links I use, which is quite
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, well,
JJ Binup. What's
yeah,
Midnight?
yeah.
What's the one you're talking?
Couch Potato and Sad Benzo BD and stuff.
You send me those links because I've got a newsreader. I can download anything.
Well, a Couch Potato is kind of like a list of things that you want. So you just add it to your list, and then when they are available and they're in the quality that you set, then it just does it automatically. You don't have to physically press any buttons. It's great. Special. I wonder if that's going to come up with some porn though. That's the one.
Ah, disappointing. No, that didn't work, man.
Then it's a midnight surprise. not
It's
a
still
midnight
respawning the same
Oh
shit.
yeah, surprise. Oops. It didn't work.
No,
that was working
no, the
for me.
barnacles are still spawning junk. Hey, I did get 1 platinum and 1 silver.
Is Couch Potato a... Oh, it's a torso, right?
Yeah.
So can you use it... Ah, it does make MBC files, doesn't it? Yeah. That's okay.
Yep, just sends it straight to the. What's it? It's Midnight Special, I'm surprised.
It is actually quite a good film. It's slow, but it's good.
There we go. Add that. 1080p quality. Done. Now go off and find it for us. Download it at its leisure. Turn on TV and watch.
You know what I want to rewatch? An old sci-fi called Outland.
Outlander, the one where he cuts their heads off and then he gets their power.
No,
No, are
No,
you
that's
talking about the one
Highlander.
from the 90s where he lands on a primitive Earth? No.
no. Outland is a movie with Sean Connery. He's like a
He's a
sheriff,
copper.
like a
Yeah.
he's a
Oh, yeah, he's on
marshal
Io.
on a mining colony on Io.
It's a
Yeah.
west. I consider that to be a western, especially at
It's
the
a
end when he's
sci-fi
got the
western,
waiting-
yeah.
Kind of is. It's high noon in space, basically, but it's
Yeah.
done so well. I really love that movie.
Yeah, Sean Connery has the same accent he has in every other film,
Yeah, he's,
even when
he's
he's
playing
going to be
Sean
a
Connery,
Spanish king.
10 gigabytes. 3
but
A
it's
Spanish
such a good.
peacock.
Awesome.
He's a
It's
Spanish
a really
peacock.
good movie. I really liked it.
Oops. Donk. Get away.
You have the manners of a goat, and you sting like a dung heap, and he pitches him right into the water.
Ah, the goats. Yeah, no, I've seen
John's
that.
best film, in my opinion, and it was got what's his name in it? Oh, The Last King. Is it The Last King?
The
Yeah,
man who would
I
be
think
king.
so.
The
No.
Man Would Be King. I love that film.
Have you seen The Kingsman? James
Oh,
Bond?
Yes,
yeah.
the most. I'm not
They're
one for
deserters, aren't
violence,
they?
but I find that disturbing.
Oh,
I
really?
think they're deserters from the British Army, and they go help out a tribe in North Himalayas.
Yeah, The Last King. What is it? Is it The Last King or the? It's Sean Connery and
The man who would be king.
Michael Caine. Yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Caine. It's fantastic.
They're a couple of swindlers. They swindle themselves into the tribe, and the guy's wearing a necklace, and it looks like it's a Masonic necklace, and it looks almost exactly like the same symbol of the ancient Iskander or Alexander the Great. So they think he's a descendant.
Please tell me you're reading this off Wikipedia.
Nope.
Fuck, I don't know.
That's what I remember. They ripped off his shirt and and they look and he's got this big gold medallion and they all bow down. It's like, oh, you're our god. You know, it's like, give me a fucking break.
But then when he gets frisky, all the women think they're gonna die.
Yeah, really. The women who do them offer themselves to them, they realize they're full of disease. Okay, where's this galactic map? Yeah, this Witchhead Nebula barnacle, this is a new addition to the list, because I checked the list not even a couple of days ago. It wasn't there. So somebody added that recently.
The Witch Head Nebula. Okay.
Yeah, the barnacles here. Somebody must have discovered them recently and put them on the list.
How the hell do they
Sorry, I
see
thought
from space?
I thought you said David Brammer published it. Sorry, I apologise.
I have no idea who published the list. I just found it online. That list that I put up there. The Google Docs.
It's definitely going to be a war, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks that way.
Can't wait to see that.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's the bit that's going to make us spend money on the next season. Do you know what I mean?
Probably.
It's like,
Lifetime
oh,
pass.
gotta have that.
Lifetime
gotta buy
pass.
that.
I think the next one's gonna be FPS and walking around and combat boarding of other ships and shit like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be walking in my ship. I can't wait till I can make a coffee in my ship.
Oh, FPS.
I wouldn't mind first
That's
person
definitely
something,
coming,
but not
and I
necessarily
think it's the next
shooter.
season.
You know, I want to be able to just walk around the station and interact
And my ship, yeah.
and walk around those rings and pick an apple and crunch it. You know.
The thing is, you can do it in Star Citizen and you can do it in No Man's Sky, which are two of the main competitors. So it's pretty much stands to reason they're gonna do it too.
It looks like there's no other choice. Otherwise, how else are they going to compete?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, I actually want it. I think it's great for immersion. I don't want them to make like Doom 5 out of it.
Someone was taking the piss out of, and I've got it as well. Star Citizen saying people are nicking their ideas, and he says, "How can they nick their ideas? They haven't published yet."
Yeah.
The biggest nicking of ideas is the idea of modding. They deliberately make games moddable so they can pick the brains of all the creative, of a huge mass of creative people. And it works. because all the mods that people make, you see them in the next episode of the game, like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, that sort of thing. That's what they're doing, is they're picking your brains.
Ship recalled.
Where to now? This Witchhead Nebula isn't very big. It's a pretty small one. But the Barnard's Loop and the Orion Nebula, they look a lot bigger because you're a lot closer.
Do you see a bit on Gal now about the Farragut cruisers? They said there was 8.
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah. We were saying, do you reckon it's because they spawn with different names? Or is it because there's actually 8 there now? Be amazing to see if 8 battle cruisers. That was the closest my ship has ever landed. Technically it hasn't landed yet. It's landed on rocks. Oh no. Chink.
39 jumps to Deciat from where I'm at. What's my range? 26.
"26 light years? What ship are you in?"
Anaconda.
Alright.
I got 3 silver, 1 platinum, 1 consumer technology, 4 samarium, which is what they're always jumping me for, and 1 palladium for my cargo.
Landing gear retracted.
And a bunch of limpets. Oh, and what's moissanite? Moissanite? That's pretty expensive. That's like $8 grand.
What are you doing? Trying to make some money?
Chump change,
Yeah.
basically. I see something valuable on the surface, I just can't leave it behind. I just gotta pick it up. And I wind up weighing myself down.
Yeah, that's precisely why I leave most things behind. What I do pick up is escape pods.
Yeah, that
I
too.
find it hard to leave.
Or any kind of PPPGE. Or
Yeah.
platinum, palladium, painite, praseodymium, and gold.
Try saying that with a fruit basket in your mouth.
39 jumps. All right, I'm out of here. Take off.
39 is a lot, man.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry?
39 is a lot.
A
I
lot
could
of
do over
jumps?
2,000 light years on my current Anaconda with 39 jumps.
Oh, that's because you're upgraded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm upgraded once, and I think it gave me an extra 1 light year. Oh boy.
No, grade 5 upgrades are beyond awesome. Especially if you get a good roll. It's like,
Yeah.
you go to the functions menu, you look at your new range, and you just rejoice. Got my combat clipper to jump decently, like it's around 22, 23, something like that.
For a clipper, that's damn good.
Yeah, for a combat clipper too, like it's armed, it's armored, it's shielded.
How much polonium do I have? Whoa. I only got 5. Fuck, that's enough for 2 rolls, damn it.
That's enough for 2 rolls. Try and get 1 more, then you get for free.
Yeah. Chemical manipulators, I got enough for 3 rolls for chemical manipulators.
Yeah. It took me
Right.
4 rolls to get a really good, like a really, really good result. But you can get a very decent one in 3 rolls if you're not very unlucky.
I need 1 more strange wake solution for 3 rolls. And I gotta go pick up those magnetic emitter coils. Those you can buy anyway. You can buy them near
Yeah, you
Listy,
can buy
I
them,
think.
yes.
Yeah, near Listy. That's good.
I just, what I do is I fire up edtb.io and just find the closest system to my current position that has them, and then I
That's
go
the
buy
same,
them.
yeah. I love that website. Very handy. That's how I found out that, you know, that Jacques station where you're supposed to deliver meta alloys because he got sabotaged? I delivered 202 meta alloys there and I got a rip-off price. He would pay the same as Maya system, 15, or I should say 75 grand. I could go elsewhere and get 90 grand if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was disappointing. The hell is this, a T-Tori? No scooping? Yeah, T-Tori.
Cool. Wow. Awesome asteroid field. Nice. Wow. Can you guys hear chat in the background?
Nope.
Cool.
Is there anything you need niobium for engineers?
I don't know.
Nope, I don't need it. Not on my list. Oh man, that planet's a roaster. It's got a very small, tight little orbit around its sun. What's the temperature of this sucker anyway?
Oh man, you can do it for enhanced low power shields.
Oh.
That's actually not bad for.
Surface temperature 3,800 Kelvin, yeah. 8.9 light seconds.
Very
High metal content, it's a lava world. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do the enhanced low power shields at grade 5 for my Explorer. And then stick a enhanced booster on it. Still get some pretty good shielding. Lower mass.
Does the low powered shields also lower your heat?
Um,
Or just your power consumption?
Power consumption and mass.
And mass.
Yes.
Ah. That with coupled with the booster, that might be a viable option.
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
Definitely.
For an explorer, for a bubble ship, I would just
No, for a bubble
overcharged.
ship, I'm going to
Yeah.
build a fucking tank.
Yeah, pretty much. Get strong shielding.
I love the tactile feedback in this game. It's just awesome.
Tactile feedback.
Yeah, tactile feedback. You get the rumbling of the ship and the stones that you bash into in the SRV and stuff. When you get shot, it rattles around and it's just...
Oh, that stuff. Just like, yeah.
It's fantastic.
No,
Yeah.
I got confused because it doesn't support force feedback, like on the joystick.
No, it doesn't support force feedback, but I've got tactile feedback through the transducers,
Are there any?
like butt kicker stuff.
Are there any HOTAS that do support force feedback?
Yes. It's the one where where you move the stick and you actually have the motion of moving forward. There's another one which is a force move, so it's kind of like on a spring, so it doesn't actually move, but that gives you force feedback. It rumbles and stuff like that. I can't remember who makes it. I think it's Cytec. My nephew's got one.
What stick does he use?
It's a Cytec. I can't remember what it is. You can't actually move the joystick. You just a little bit of pressure.
Oh, X65, yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
I don't like that. The force sensing one, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I had to go on
I like
that.
the stick to move.
Yeah, me too. Doesn't feel right.
They actually played with that on real fighters, like on the F-16, and they tried a stick that doesn't move at all. It's just for sensing, but it was counterintuitive. So now they kind of made a compromise. The stick moves a little bit. It's still force sensing, but it does move a little. So a stick that just does not move at all is just not intuitive for a pilot. That was basically the U.S. Air Force's findings, which I happen to agree with in this case. Whereas the Russians, they just give you like a large stick that comes out of the floor.
Drive charging.
It has some pretty crazy motion.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Crikey. Really. Wow. I love when you boost. It really thumps you in the back. It's amazing.
Come on, antimony. Oh, metallic asteroid signature, meteorite, whatever. It's definitely not an asteroid.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Check out this landable ringed planet in the nebula. It's well nice. I'll post it in chat.
I'm not actually seeing the planet. I'm just seeing rings.
If you click on Open Original,
Ah, okay.
you should
It looks like the
see-
planet is cloaked.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really small.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's really nice.
It's small, but it's pretending it's big with those rings.
Yeah.
Kind
Or
of make
maybe-
myself look big, scare you away.
Maybe it was big, and the rings are the remnants of its big bits.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that pop?
I think I had my microphone off. I was going to ask you, what kind of rings are those? Are they metallic?
It's a good question. Hang on a sec. Just
My
taking-
money's on icy, but
Taking a screenshot. That's the big bit in the middle. System map. Let's have a look. What are the rings?
they're either metallic or icy.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's have a look.
Nice little purplish world there.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is 100% metal composition.
The planet?
So metallic rings, yeah. Metal rich world. Yeah.
Antimony.
Is that the system where you're at right now?
Yep. 1.3 Kelvin. 1,362 Kelvin. Yeah. Where are we? There you go. You can read it. Pink. The ring is metal rich. I missed out that bit in that screenshot.
Oh, okay. Oh, is there a black hole in that system where you're at?
I was just thinking that. Let me have a look.
S17112, right?
Yes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it says plot route unavailable or maximum distance exceed. No
yeah,
wonder.
you're right. I missed that.
Yeah, grab the black hole, man.
Yeah, it's a black hole. Shit.
Fucking A.
Right,
Grab
I'm
it.
going in now.
Unless it's like 600,000 light seconds out or some ridiculous thing
I
like
don't
that.
care. I'm going to go have a look because this nebula looks amazing. So the black hole will
Yeah.
make it look awesome. Plot course. Bloody nuts!
Yeah.
I found this system. 222,000 light seconds. I forget. I'll go and have a look.
Oh, fuck. That's like my system.
Just
man.
make-
It's very, very wide.
Just point the
Wow.
nose in the direction of it and go make a cup of tea or something.
Yeah, exactly. Go
Works
and
for
have
me.
a cup of tea and have
Good
your
plan.
breakfast.
Good plan. Go
Yeah.
check on the wife.
Multi-monitors with Netflix on the other one also helps.
Yeah. Well, currently traveling at 24 megameters per second. It's going to take 22 days to get there. Gravitational force, let me go. There you go. 1 time the speed of
Go.
constant.
Another antimony, I'm on fire now, man.
What are you going to do with all this antimony?
Grade
Oh my
5
God.
thruster upgrades.
I love the animation for the black hole. I've not seen that yet.
Oh, on
Since
the
2.1.
icon.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
icon's
haven't
great.
seen that either.
Wow, that's cool. Tune into the stream. It's on there now. That's funky.
Hang on a second.
No, the icon's
Small
great. I've
tab.
seen that on these while returning from distant worlds.
That is funky.
I hope it's a prelude to actual accretion disks.
Have a rich body with a ring. So, where'd you say the black hole was?
On my HUD, in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a circle with the black hole in the center, and it's all like shimmering and
Yeah, it's an animated icon.
animated.
Oh,
on the
you're
HUD.
on, you're on YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that. Hang on.
yeah. I'll send you a link.
Did you see the new neutron stars icons too?
No.
They're also quite cool.
Ah,
They're like, they're much smaller. The icon's much smaller than of any planets, and they made it
thanks.
like rotate really fast.
yeah, no, not seen that yet.
I'm sure you can find a neutron star somewhere close by if you're interested. It's
Yeah, well, yeah. I flew past. There's 3 systems, 6 light years away from my position, so I'll pop in there and have a look at the HUD. I hadn't even noticed. I tend
yeah,
to
the new
stay-
icons are great.
Yeah. I tend to stay away from the neutron stars only because they've all been found already around here. I was just looking at landable planets
Ah, right.
to go and just check things out.
How far back in the video do I go? -6 seconds or so? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's doing it now.
Nice.
Yeah,
Let
cool,
me
didn't
put
they?
it in 720p here.
Looking good.
Did you land on that ring world?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's where I was getting all the vanadium and niobium from just now. Now it makes sense that the high metal planet, blah blah blah. I just landed on it because it looked pretty. Got lucky. I only got 1 polonium, but loads of niobium and vanadium. And it's around 1000 Kelvin as well, which is probably why.
I just found the best thing you can ever find on a planet.
What's
Like
that?
the best.
Wicked.
Bootleg liquor.
Wicked looking black hole there.
Mm.
I see that. Yeah, I see that icon.
I think that's great.
Yeah, the new icons are really nice.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's sucking in the surrounding space in rings.
It's like a reverse pebble in a pond,
Big
isn't
time.
it? You drop a
Yeah,
pebble in a pond.
That's a good analogy, I would say.
Yeah, the opposite of it.
Bada bing, bada boom. When's the new Top Gear coming out? On Amazon
Dunno.
Prime. Keep seeing things in the news, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Is Jeremy Clarkson still on it?
Yeah, so if you don't like him.
I can watch Top Gear, they can be funny. I do get annoyed by Jeremy Clarkson sometimes. I do think he's a wanker.
Is that guy who gets in that Mercedes and he? Oh my! What? Fast. That guy?
Not sure.
He's kind of got grayish salt and pepper hair.
Yeah. Yeah, his hair looks like an ashtray.
He's got kind of a long face.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Okay. I think I've seen that show a couple times.
I quite like the other two, though. Like the May and Hammond seem cool to me. May especially seems like a nice guy.
There's this guy in Wolverhampton. He made one of the world's fastest cars. It was a Vauxhall Vector, and he modded the hell out of it. He took out the four-cylinder.
Man.
He put a
Hector.
9.3 liter V8 and twin massive turbos. They look like they're 18 inches. He puts over 2,000 horsepower, and it gets about 5.9 miles to the gallon just running around.
Yeah. I think the fastest surface vehicle ever built had like a Sidewinder strapped to the top without the warhead. The Sidewinder missile, the actual one from Elite.
Sounds like the Robin Reliant that they sent into orbit on Top Gear.
Yeah. Well, they didn't send it to orbit, it blew up.
Yeah.
But that was funny as
Yeah.
shit. Also impressive they got as far as they did.
Speaking of blowing up, there's one guy in the States. He put those JATO units. It's like a rock. You bolt it onto an aircraft to make it take off from a short runway.
Yeah.
You know, the military assist takeoff and whatnot. He bolted one of those to his car, and he literally went airborne, and he impacted into the side of a cliff. He couldn't. His brakes and his tires melted. Literally.
Muppet.
Those are the things you strap on the side of a Hercules, you know, to help it take off from a short runway. You put that on a car, which is a lot lighter, you're going to go way faster.
I'm surprised it didn't rip apart the chassis or the support struts.
It flew him, it literally propelled him right into the side of a cliff. He went right out of control. Like a missile. Boom.
I am not surprised.
Darwin Award.
I would have set up some kind of radio control to the steering and the brakes and the accelerator. I'm not actually sat in it myself.
Yeah.
Right, press
That
go.
would be very advisable.
Yeah, that I could see doing, but being on it, no.
No thanks. That's when you hand over the controls to Richard Hammond. I've built it. Here you go. You test it.
It reminds me of the German attempt of a VTOL rocket plane from World War II. It was called a Natter or something like that. It should have been called a Nutter.
Yeah.
It was basically described by one, writer who was describing it as being in effect a surface-to-air missile. No test pilots ever survived a flight in that thing, as far as I know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you'd go up there, but then you would blow up.
One-way trip.
Yeah, that wasn't the idea. The idea was that you would land back either on skis or in parts in parachutes, but it would never survive the flight. It had this rocket engine which was fiddly and easy to blow up, and the whole thing was superheating. And it also had rockets in the nose, which were supposed to be used for taking down bombers, like small unguided rockets. But the whole thing was just a bomb waiting to go off.
Let me guess, it was peroxide, right?
I'm not sure.
Or hydrazine hydrate, though very volatile, yeah. Oh, there was 2 British submarines at the end of World War II. They used captured German technology involving hydrogen peroxide to try to gain extra range and performance there. They were called the HMS Excelsior and the Excalibur. Those were the names. They called them the HMS Excruciator and the Exploder because they had nothing but problems with the damn things. It was so volatile, it was just nothing but problems, nothing but technical problems. Peroxide will eat through damn near anything, any kind of metal.
I just linked it in.
They just gave it up because it was just too much of a problem.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I just linked it in chat.
The batch of BA349.
Yeah. It was an attempt. It was a very late war design. I think they were just kind of trying to get something they could launch from anywhere when their airfields were compromised.
Almost like a stopgap.
Defense against bombers. Yeah, but it didn't work.
Yeah, those 2 little red things on the side, they look like pop-off boosters.
It was basically a man-controlled missile. And the word control is probably an overstatement.
Overrated, yeah.
It doesn't look very stable.
It was not. But if you scroll down the article, look at the picture, the green one. It kind of looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, that does look a bit old and tatty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who the hell would think that's a good idea, getting in one of
Oh,
those?
that was the nose with all the rockets in it?
Well,
What a mess.
they were trying a lot of weird things near the end of the World War. When desperation sets in, humans are capable of really weird shit.
That nose, it looks like the rocket pod that you find under the points of a helicopter.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yes,
that's
like a big
It's-
Russian.
rocket launcher.
Yeah.
pretty much is the same thing.
But now they got guided rockets for these damn things. They call them, I forget what they call the Griffin
Yeah,
or something like that.
they've
It's just
had
a
them for a
bolt-
while.
It's a bolt-on kit.
They
Yeah,
they
it's
used
just a
to.
bolt-on kit.
What they used to have was the TOW missiles. I don't know if you know what that is. It's short for tube launch optically tracked wire guided. It was
Oh,
a
the
missile that
Tony
was actually
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are short range. They spool wire off.
Yeah.
They cannot be jammed. How can you jam that when it's closed circuit?
No, it's closed circuit. It's connected with a wire, and you have a weapons officer that's basically guiding it with a joystick. The missile has a camera on it, and you just fly it.
Yeah, now they want to replace it with fiber optics because it's lighter.
I remember a very old helicopter sim I used to play where you could commit suicide with it. You would launch it and then turn it back on yourself. It was funny as shit.
Sounds like Apache.
Yeah.
Apache Command or something. I remember playing that.
I think it was called LHX or something. It was in the DOS era, back when mountains looked like pyramids.
Oh, I used to play it on the Amiga.
Yeah,
must have been
and I think one of the campaigns was in Libya or something like that. That's what I remember. remember about the game. It looked like shit, but it was fun.
Kids don't know how good they've got it now, do they, with computer games?
Yeah, but that's the problem.
You're not kidding.
They get bombarded with so much entertainment content. I don't think they appreciate any of it.
Nah, not yeah.
Just go into like a store that sells toys, and look at what's available. Like,
I haven't done that in ages.
yeah,
Used to look at the Gamleys at Christmas. That was exciting.
it's like when I was a kid, if you could find like a single model kit from like Star Wars or something like that, I was like, "Ooh, wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome."
Yeah, wow. Look at
Now
that.
there's like a shelf full of stuff from every movie you can think of, like. And that's just toys, like, and they still have to compete with computer games, which I think is a battle they're losing ultimately.
900 light seconds away from the black hole. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, this is a binary. Right on.
Gonna fly around behind that.
Little binary worlds.
One thing I love about prospecting on very low gravity worlds is how you can cover large distances just hovering above the ground. If you time your thrusters right, you can stay in the air for quite a long time.
Oh yeah.
Skip a whole bunch of hilly terrain.
Yeah,
You use the slopes to launch you.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
As ramps.
I always do that when a big boulder is in the way. Boink.
Yeah.
Jump.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna turn for the boulder.
Black hole. System data. How old is it?
Yeah. I usually just pay attention to the high mass ones. The
Yeah,
typical 3 or 4 solar masses ones, I just scan it. Yeah, I scan it.
872 million years old.
Whoops. Wrong one.
It's actually rather small and unimpressive. Okay, well, let's go
Well,
around
still,
this
it's a
way.
black hole.
Oh no,
Was
it's
it
pretty.
was it tagged before?
That's quite cool. Is it what?
Was it tagged before?
Oh yeah. Bloody Nut has done this whole system. But it's still nice to look at.
Well, even tagged, it's worth quite a bit. I'm not sure why anyone would pay you for data that's already been sold to someone else from a black hole that's thousands of light years away. But hey, not gonna complain.
Yeah, you just don't get the bonus, that's all. The
Yeah.
first discovery bonus.
So I think that's fine. The way that works is fine. And I think they probably got the exploration payouts in the right place. I would just boost the price of ELWs because they're rare enough to not be so farmable.
That's so cool.
I don't know if I need selenium anymore. I'm finding a lot of it. Oh yeah, it could be useful for a whole bunch of things. So good finds.
Spooky.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Loud and
Yep.
clear.
Just wondering how my internet connection's now. Looks like the router's holding together after the reset.
Has your router got Wi-Fi in it?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes turning off Wi-Fi in the router and just using it as a router and then having a separate device for Wi-Fi is a lot more reliable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't get many problems from this router. Like every once
Ah.
in like 2 or 3 months, I have to reset it, but that's it.
Oh, in that case, yeah.
I don't think that's too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, the reset thing is common when Wi-Fi is turned on inside it. I turned it off like a few years ago and it's been fine ever since. Never goes down. Wow, black holes are mesmerising.
I'm going to go off on a tangent and then swing back to the salt system, or back to the bubble, actually. Trying to see if I can get some stars that are not tagged.
Alright.
Yeah, I've had quite a few first discoveries on this little trip. I'm only 3,000 light years out.
I figure anything in a straight line from a nebula that's already been discovered back to the bubble, everything's going to be named. So I'll go off on a bit of an angle and then turn.
Yeah.
Take a 90-degree turn and see.
Real close I can get.
One astronomical object. So flip off.
I bet bloody Nutter almost wet himself when he found this system. It's very impressive.
Bloody Nutter is certainly one of the busier ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him, stupid hippie, and Elliot Nil, they like seem to want to tag the entire galaxy by themselves.
I had some fun with Bloody Nutter on the Distant Worlds trip actually. He landed in his condo near us and we did some crazy stuff with our SRVs.
Cool.
He was the first one that gave me a lift from the base of the canyon to the top, which was 3.5 kilometers on his on the bonnet of his Anaconda.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was epic.
A bunch of other people were playing the same game with SRVs and Anacondas, and there was a guy in an ASP. He wanted to stay well clear because they were playing ping pong, using the Anacondas as paddles.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
SWAT.
That was a pretty insane thing.
That is very insane.
I remember on Waypoint 5 when someone pancaked their Anaconda, and then we spent some time just playing football with the parts of it.
Oh, body exclusion zone hit. Ah, okay, 52 kilometers. That's as close as you can get. Cool.
Some you can fly right through.
Oh, really? I'm gonna try that.
I'd rather avoid that. You're talking about a black hole, right?
Not if it has an exclusion zone. Some are bugged and don't have exclusion zones. That's why you can fly through. Don't try it if it has one.
Okay.
You're not gonna like the heat.
Okay, right. I haven't got any heat dispersion things either, so.
Yeah.
What are black holes? Billions of degrees again?
I have no idea. But my ship isn't responding now.
They have to be insanely
Very slow.
18 objects, huh?
This one is... How hot is this one? Surface temperature 0 Kelvin. Solar masses. I don't know what that number is. It's a pretty cool system. see what the temperature does.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oof.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Engage.
Okay, my SRV just ran out of fuel. That's funny. Luckily, I have loads of sulfur and phosphorus, so I just wasn't even looking at the fuel. Suddenly, it went to emergency life support.
I was doing a time lapse on the surface of a planet where what was it? Yeah, there was a massive gas giant with rings orbiting really fast. So from the surface, I could see this gas giant going around and then down behind the horizon. It looked absolutely fantastic. But whilst it took 45 minutes to do the time lapse. But whilst I was there, I ran out of fuel 35 minutes in. I know.
Oh.
Oh shit, too close. Oops. Time lapse came out brilliantly. That was really cool.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I think the best one was Sang A though. That was such a good laugh.
Yeah.
52 ships. So what's this? Just a little. I wonder if that's the one. Nope.
And I'm finding another crashed Condor. I wish I found something else than a Condor crashed now. Let's see. Personal weapons, narcotics, and 2 occupied escape pods. This was a naughty boy.
Yeah, what's with all those huge, rectangular cargo containers you find around a crashed Anaconda site and you can't even open them?
Don't know.
I haven't seen an Anaconda crash site yet. I would love to see that though.
JCU, it's one of the meta-alloy bearing planets, JCU B3 Pleiades sector. Oh, fuck, I forget which one.
Well,
it
these
is.
things just kind of spawn randomly, so if you found it
No,
there
this
once...
one's persistent.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. This is a persistent crash site. It's listed, it is listed in the same list as the... But it's cut off. Hang on a second. Let me just alt-tab here. First. Forgot to scan the system. Fuck, these are Pisco stars.
This is going to look nice.
Yeah, if you scroll up to the Google spreadsheet there, where it shows all the barnacles, I think it's about a half a dozen down. Pleiades sector JCU B3-2-1. That's a binary planet. It says that the coordinate says Barnacle plus Anna, and then it's cut off because the guy didn't have enough space. That's Anaconda.
By the way, did anyone notice that the condor kind of looks like a mini anaconda?
The witch?
The condor. Small fighter. Right now you only have it in CQC. You'll be able to play it in the main game soon.
Oh, those are the ones that are coming out of the bellies of the ships in the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can fly it now in CQC.
Yeah, that disappointed me. I thought they would be able to ships like, say, a vulture or a cobra, but no, they're just too big. They won't fit.
Yeah, no, the scales would not work.
Yeah.
Even the sidewinder's a bit too big.
Yeah.
They need to design like small fighters that fold wings like the ones on carriers do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even picking up any more vanadium. I have a ridiculous amount. I'm just leaving it.
Whoa, that's crazy.
This is the 5th star in a row that I've hit that has no planets. This is a rather barren area of space.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Waste of perfectly good stars.
Check this
Yeah.
out. This looks nice.
Ah, rings.
Asteroid belt, yeah. Rings. Wow. Nice.
Oh, nice little colors there, eh?
Yeah.
That's embedded in the rings.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if that's a sign of minerals.
I'm scared of it. Let's have a look.
Wait, what do you think is a sign of minerals?
Picture he just posted.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that red stain
Metal
there.
rich. Yeah, metal
Isn't
rich.
that like the nebula below the rings?
Oh yeah, that's the Barnard's Loop Nebula, right?
Yeah. That's what it looks like to me.
Or a nebula.
No, that's
Or-
the NGC Nebula.
Right, but it's a nebula.
It's a
below the
nebula. Yeah,
rings.
yeah, yeah. It's not the rings
Oh,
itself.
okay.
Yeah. So nice. What is it about rings and asteroids? It's addictive. Can't get enough of these.
Oh, they're pretty. This game does look amazing, so.
Mm. Have any of you tried playing it on a projector? On a huge screen?
This
No.
game, no.
Right now,
Wow. It's really good.
I bet. See, that's the kind of VR I prefer, like
Yeah.
more like holodeck, so
Yeah.
nothing that I put on my
I
head.
prefer track IR and a projector to Oculus.
Yeah, I'm using Track AR and it's awesome.
Yeah. So good. Have you fiddled with the settings in the Track IR software so you get a smooth motion with your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I love the tilt forward as well, where you can zoom into your cockpit and stuff. It's awesome. I love it in the Imperial Cutter, where you can literally look around the whole ship. It's just crazy.
Yeah. The only thing that you can't do is get out of that chair, but that's coming.
Yeah, I mean you can do that with the Oculus. I've seen it with the Oculus.
Yeah,
Once,
you can.
But once you've seen
That's
it, it's
the
like
that's the headless pilot, right?
that's the what?
The headless pilot. When
Yeah.
you get up and walk around, you see your headless body there.
Yeah, yeah. That is a bit freaky.
Yeah. I think in the
I
next
think
expansion you'll be able to walk around that cockpit normally.
I think
Probably
I've seen
some
that in one
other
of
rooms on the
Turgent
ship too.
videos.
Yeah, I first saw it on Obsidian Ants actually. He showed me on that. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, that looks cool. I was trying to find out what the hell is that device. I really don't like strapping the Oculus on for very long though. Probably about an hour, and then I take it off. It's like very disorientating.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really feel the need to buy one,
Yeah, I've got a
especially with the
DK2,
price of selling them.
so I'm not going to get one. I've got the DK2 and that works fine. And Elite is the only game that I wanted it for anyway, so...
Which is the top of the line again? The Vive?
It
That's the Steam.
depends what you mean by top of the line.
Best quality?
The Oculus is better quality. It's got better quality displays in it. But the Vive does different things. It's got lasers and stuff, so...
Yeah, the Vive's got more functions. It's more of a feature creepy thing, right?
Yeah, and I mean if you want social as well, so on Steam you got the whole social aspect. So the Vive has got the social friends thing, blah blah blah.
Well, I don't see that as really necessary for VR.
Exactly. If you go in VR, you want absolutely precision, beautiful displays, no pixelation whatsoever,
Yeah.
no FPS drop. And at the moment we're a little way off that. And unless you got twin 1080s and hybrid SLI.
Yeah, that's another thing with it. I don't want to be forced to buy like the most expensive graphics card that's out there.
Yeah, to play it on ultra settings to get the best graphics out of Elite, you'd have to get a 1080 at least.
Yeah. I mean, the 970 is expensive as it is. So.
Yeah.
Selenium. Come on, I want one more antimony before I log off.
I could spend all day in this asteroid belt.
Then why don't you?
Yeah, Sunday after all.
I remember how I used to like actually land on them before Horizons came out. Like, who says you need Horizons to land?
What, on the asteroids?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
pop the landing
That's a
gear.
good idea. I haven't done that. Why haven't I done that? Let me do that now.
I used to do that. I found when I was returning from the expedition I was on before Distant Worlds. I found this M-class star, so like normal main sequence star with a ring around it. So I started landing on the asteroids.
That's a great
Took some
idea.
shit.
Will it let me land on it? I'm not sure.
Well, you're not gonna be able to like land in place, like get your ship secured.
Let's
You can
have a
touch
look.
it.
Let's have a look. Wallop.
It's kind of cool when you land on one. It feels like you got like your own tiny planet just for yourself.
Yeah.
Like the Little Prince.
Yeah, exactly like the Little Prince.
I don't know if I told you, but I seen an MP on Point de Saint-Exupéry.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
here when you found it.
Okay, what's this?
I love the number of rocks we've got now since 2.1 in asteroid belts. They look much better. Not as good as Beta, but much better. When the original when the first game came out. That was the asteroid belts. Then were crazy.
That's what everybody says. They were awesome, and then they just
Yeah.
totally nerfed
Yeah,
them.
it was really
And
annoying.
then
Yeah, I think they're trying to make the graphics requirements as low as possible.
you know what I think they look like? They look like Glossette raisins. The asteroids.
Chocky raisins to me.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
let them know.
That's a cool one. Ching ching.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right, I'll go and have some lunch. Hungry,
Okay.
hungry, hungry.
Catch you later.